Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I am the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. There are a lot of amazing creators and tumbler makers out there, and sometimes you see a picture and you really need to take inspiration off of that and make it your own. So today I'll be making this cup here that was inspired by a fellow tumbler maker listed below. If you're ready, let's strap in and shoot for the stars.
The first thing I'm doing is something I don't often do, which is make my own glitter mix. The first three glitters here, which are completely out of frame from the Glitter Heart Company, are Golden Rose, Make Me Blush, and Bejeweled. The next two are from Mr. Nola's Glitter, Saint and Sinners, and 2S Chaud. That is, I think, French. And the last glitter is Fool's Gold from the Glitter Grind. So first I'm adding in little bits of each of the rose golds. I was looking for like a blush kind of color. So that's why I went back in with a little more of that golden rose because it made it a little bit lighter. And now I'm adding in Bejeweled. Bejeweled is a lavender almost. It does have some pink tones to it, but it's actually translucent shards. Now I'm going in with my golds. The Fool's Gold is a really flashy pink and gold toned color shift mix. And I wanted to add in just a little bit of that at first. So you'll see me just like sprinkle it in at first. I'm like, I don't want a whole lot of this. I didn't want it to overpower the actual gold glitter, but I did want to still see like the chunks, like the flash of it. So I did go in and add a little bit more. After a good mix, I am happy with that result and we're ready to apply. I have a 20-ounce skinny straight from Makerflow Crafts, base painted with Candy Pink from Rustoleum. Today I am going in with the good old-fashioned Mod Podge for my application method. I have a makeup brush from the dollar store. They're nice soft bristles, so they allow the Mod Podge to go on nice and smooth with not a lot of streaks. Once you get your Mod Podge nice and evenly coated on the tumbler, don't forget your rims, both the top and your bottom. We're ready to move on with our glitter. This application is simple enough, nothing fancy. We're just gonna dump that glitter mixture that we made right onto this tumbler. The thing with custom glitter mixes is that you do want to make sure you have a piece of paper, piece of parchment, something under your tumbler that is catching the glitter that is falling off so you can gather it back up and put it back in your cup, because you will, unless you mixed a ton of glitter, you will ultimately run out of the glitter mix in your cup and have to scoop that all back into the cup and start reapplying to other areas. I've seen other makers tap the bottom of their cups like this. Dude, did not work for me. So we're going to get all of our glitter back into our cup. I'm just going to take, I use scrapbook paper. I have a big ream of it and I just rip a piece off as I need it and just tap, tap, tap all of the glitter back into the cup so we can continue the application. Once you get the tumbler back in your hand, reapply, make sure you're not missing any bare spots. Get, of course, the top of the rim nice and evenly coated, and your very bottom rim as well as your bottom. Tip your cup upwards and sprinkle downwards. I always like to kind of turn my cup halfway around, like twist my wrist halfway around so that the glitter is falling kind of from both directions. I think this glitter mix is so stunning. We're gonna give it 2 really good coats of epoxy to smooth that glitter out, and we're ready to decal. There was definitely a viral design for tumbler makers with these lightning bolts, so we're adding them with Cheetah. We also have the offset of the bolt pattern in a really soft pink and some stars. I absolutely could have designed a full wrap look with this alternating pattern within Design Space, but I didn't want to waste all of that vinyl, so I'm going to be hand placing the bolts. To get nice straight lines, I'm just taking some masking tape and kind of giving myself a guide straight up and down on that tumbler. So this pattern alternates 3 bolts to 2 bolts, kind of in like a brick laid pattern. So I'm going to be putting on the 3 stripes of 3 first in basically like thirds on the cup, and then I'll go back in and add the 2 bolts alternating between the 3. I'm definitely an eyeballer when it comes to placing decals. Please don't hate me. It is what it is. Not all of my cups are perfect. That's what makes them handmade. I try to get them as straight and as evenly spaced as possible. Another technique I could have utilized is putting little like dashes on that masking tape so that each of these 3 bolts went on at the exact same spacing. But nope, we're eyeballing it. So like I said before, there were 3 rows of 3 bolts. So you'll see me kind of turn the cup multiple times when I reapply the masking tape to the next section to make sure the 3 bolts lines are evenly kind of sectioned off on the cup. That way, when I apply the 2 bolts in between the lines, I don't have like a super skinny section and then a really wide spaced out section. So as I'm applying these main bolts, I'm going to tell you about the bottom of this cup. I know you see my bottom rim right now looks a little cloudy. That's because it's heavily sanded. I had a bubble butt. Bubble butts on a tumbler are the result of an uneven turner when you were epoxying your cup. Basically, because of the uneven surface, the epoxy pulls towards the bottom edge of the cup and creates a bulge when it's cured. All I did to correct it was take my Dremel tool with a sanding bit and gave it a good sanding to even out that bottom section. Okay, now we're going in with our offsets. This is really easy. Basically, you're just lining up that offset right against your main bolt and boom, done. So I will just go one by one, adding these offsets to my main bolts, and then add the stars sporadically, not really in any particular pattern. I think it was 6 total stars. It might have been 7. Regardless, you really just want to apply them kind of haphazardly throughout the cup to add a little more pizzazz. To create these bolt decals, I grabbed a stock clip art image on Google of a lightning bolt. In Design Space, take 2 lightning bolts that are the exact same size and just take one of the lightning bolts and slightly shift it to the right. You want the 2 bolts to be just barely offset of one another. Select both of those lightning bolts and choose the slice option. Once the slice operation is complete, if you drag all of the pieces away from one another, you're going to see your original 2 lightning bolts, but also this little sliver outline, which is your offset. This is the part that you want to keep. You want to have 1 full-size bolt and 1 narrow offset decal. You can measure your particular cup that you're working with and determine the sizing and spacing of how many bolts you actually want. You can also add as many stars or any other shapes for that matter that you would like. This is your cup. You get to make it the way you want it. Once these decals are placed, you do 2 final coats of epoxy and this cup is finished. Have fun mixing your own glitter combinations for this one, or use a completely different pattern vinyl. It's up to you. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye now.